Hi there, I just wanted to check in with you because I've just returned from Manchester where I was doing a keynote presentation at a wonderful business club called the K Club. There was an audience of about 80 business owners in there, and I'm still buzzing from it. I was talking about what if business was easy? What if you didn't have to miss another school sports day or parents' evening or day out with friends or night with your other half? What if you didn't buy into the school of thought that says that the only way to grow or scale your business is to work harder and harder and to make more and more sacrifices? What if easy was a choice? And in getting ready for the presentation, I was thinking about my own experiences, particularly obviously with McDonald's, and how I really feel that I've been too easy. I've been to flowing, well-oiled machine. Easy is good when you get there. McDonald's at McDonald's it was easy. And I've witnessed massive growth and scale. During the late 80s and early 90s, one restaurant a week was opening, and there was a constant stream of crew and managers needing to be trained and deployed to run those restaurants. And none of that would have been possible without simple, logical, repeatable systems. Including systems to train, including systems to performance manage, to make sure that everybody was right when they needed to be for those restaurants to open. But since I left McDonald's, I've also seen business owners who came to me because they wanted to get systems in place to sell their business, fall back in love with their business when they realised that actually business could be easy, and they didn't need to work in it all the time. They didn't need to slog through the day-to-day of their operation. They could free themselves from it if they had the right systems, the right training, the right performance management in place. And also, complete control freaks take 8 weeks holiday. I've seen that. I've seen people go away on holiday who would never have, actually some wouldn't have even ever taken a holiday. They'd maybe leave the country, but they'd have the laptop with them and they'd be checking in every single day. They'd be making sure that their team were doing things right, even from a distance, and going away and just letting the business run because they knew that everything was in place for it to run well. That's really what easy is all about. And today, as usual in the questions, I was challenged by somebody who said, "Oh, that's all well and good, but we're a creative business, and us creatives, we don't like to be systemized. We don't like to have that sort of structure and limitation as he saw it." And the truth is that foundations are the foundation. Systems are the foundation of every business that wants to grow and scale. When you have the systems in place for the basic stuff, that frees your creative people to express themselves. Systems are not chains. They are building blocks. They are a launch pad for freedom, freeing your people, making things easier for your customers, and certainly freeing you. And just the whole concept of getting too easy, putting the things in place that will get you too easy, like a simple tool that is the how-to. It really resonated with the vast majority of the group. Clearly not the man who works in the creative industry. But it was wonderful. I was held back for about an hour and 10 minutes, answering questions, talking to people who wanted to to dig further into it. How could they get to easy, and challenging me, which was great. And I had one wonderful conversation with a young guy, 29 years old, works in a manufacturing business, and actually is a Lean Six Sigma. We don't like Lean Six Sigma just because it always makes systems sound bureaucratic, but within a manufacturing context it works, and I do recognise that. I appreciate it. But he actually has been challenged to work with the people who nobody else wants to work with, and we had a very engaged conversation. It was fabulous listening to him and how he wants to engage the people that are completely disengaged, the challenge that he sees it as. We did nearly fall out, however, when he said that there was this one really old woman. She was in her late 50s, looking to retire soon. I did have to tell him to be very careful what he said next. He said, "Well, I'm only 29. I'm only 29." No, great, really, really great guy. I came away buzzing just from talking to him. Actually, it was a really, really good conversation. So, what are you doing to make your life easy? What can you do to make your life easy? What do you have in place? Have you made everything in your business simple, logical, and repeatable? Is there one way, the right way to do everything in your business? Because that's where it all starts. That is where it all starts. If you took just one task in your business, stuck a stake in the ground today, took one task in your business to change, to make it simple, logical, and repeatable, if you created a how-to guide for it, either on video or a document, a step-by-step guide, if you did that, stick in the ground, I'm committing now to make one how-to, one system, one task, simple, logical, repeatable, from now for the next 12 months. You'd have 52 systems. You'd have 52 systems in your business that everybody could follow. 52 one right way to do 52 tasks. Did that make sense? Went round the houses. You'd have 52 simple systems. Go build them. Go and build them. And if you want any help, come and join me on the Systems for Scale workshop that we're running on the 20th and 21st of February. Bring 3 key members of your team. Let's work on this together. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to... I just love working with business owners. So if you want to be one of those that comes and works with me, we can get all buzzy together. I can get you to get your systems in place. Then come and join me. 20th, 21st of February. Get in touch if it's something that you'd love to do, and I would love to hear from you. Just don't call me old. Have a great evening, a great late afternoon, and speak soon. Cheers then. Bye. Mwah.